Every time the song starts, I have a fugue state. I do not remember it, and I'm always surprised.
It's brand new every time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
50
wait, are we
first dates,
live?
but just
We're
for this
live.
track.
Boobs.
Boobs and butts.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Mistwalkers Shroud, episode 32, Ascent into Avernus. Thank you for joining us. Players, why don't you say hi to everybody? We've never done
Hi,
that one.
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi to everybody.
Damn it, I
Sorry.
fucked it up. Yeah.
And if you've made it this far into our campaign, you are truly one of the blessed ones.
For a stream that does little to no promotion, if anyone's watching, hi, hello, welcome.
Hi, we love you.
Welcome.
I hope the algorithm is treating you well on this beautiful Tuesday night.
We're happy.
This is totally
to
normal
have you
day.
here. All right. So, last time on Mistwalkers Shroud, our heroes at the Nevichar Springs had some downtime. But that's not all. Cardina Artazes introduced you to what she thought was Darkalis Rex, but which the group quickly figured out was actually the leftover remains of one of Azaelin's clones, known as War, who tried to make a deal with the party in order to provide them a Dark Lord that Cardina and War believe they need in order to save the dying world of Darkon. But the players did not like that deal, did not trust War, and
Yeah,
abandoned
he sucks.
that idea.
Of all the
What is he
of all
good
of
for?
Theron's clones, definitely the lamest one.
Mm-hmm.
He was good for absolutely nothing.
This man's a
Thank
slime.
you.
You guys did during your downtime. I think the most notable thing is Buster did some exploring of the other cities and found out Martyr Bay has been completely covered by the Shroud, though he did find some of Odessa's notes, which included a teleportation circle to Castle Avernus, giving you guys an entrance, an access point in which to make yourself or make the castle available to you.
Yeah, I don't know if you planned for that, but if you did, that's huge. If you didn't, that's even somehow huger.
I will not say either way, but
Respect.
Sam, am I missing anything? You're a note taker, so I
Oh.
just assume.
I mean, I'm not the only note taker, but like, let's see.
I doodle.
You're a note taker of some repute.
Thanks.
Much more thorough than I am.
Honestly, my note taking has been really shit. Let's see here. Illa Look seems like it's still doing okay. Edgar Gray is still running things. But he's looking to give it up still. So, you know, he's not
Anything now?
all horrible. Let's see here. Verna is covered in mist, which means all those kobolds are just wiped out, and I guess we don't have to worry about Ebb. Hey, bitch was asleep, she couldn't run away.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Go to sleep.
Also, she's a powerful enough dragon that I don't even know if the mists would kill her. So just keep that in your mind instead of just not worrying about a massive dragon.
I'm trying to manifest here. Oh, we totally glossed over Odessa, the Flayer Queen.
Flayer Queen.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll ask her about that whenever
she didn't
we
do any
hang out.
flaying when we were there, so.
Yeah, she seemed pretty cool. She just liked cards. So that was weird. And we got called the Dread Heroes of Darkon, or is that what we called ourselves?
No, we got called that.
I just have it in quotes.
It was great.
Yeah, I think we got called that by War.
31 episodes in, we got our group name.
We got our group name. It finally happened. damn it, I want an egg roll. Anyway, that was all of my notes.
I'll hide it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That just came out.
I guess.
Usually I'm really good about covering it up.
I guess.
Sorry, you're
it's just
fine.
Cardina sacrificed all of the other mages at the spring.
Yeah, all of the
to
other
feed-
spring gals.
Yeah, to feed war, which she thought was Darkalis Rex.
To be fair, she was tricked into
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that.
But it's just
But like, even Dylan saw through it, so I feel like she wanted to be tricked.
she was looking for a reason to be tricked.
She was just like, you know what? Yeah, sure. This is convenient. This is a way to fix things. Sure.
She didn't like
Definitely-
them anyway.
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of desperation with Cardina.
For sure.
I guess. Trying to think if there's anything else.
We finished all of our clocks.
We did.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We did.
So a
Did
couple of
lots
us got
of
extra
training.
proficiencies.
Mhm.
We leveled
Yeah,
up.
Mhm.
my persuasion turned deception efficiency because they're the same skill.
Wow. They sure are.
I'm not starting this here. Because I agree. I do. It's all about intent.
I intend for us to start this session off. Let's go, John.
Right. Well, I think
Are you
that's
sure
all.
we could go down a few more rabbit holes?
No, I think
Haha,
I'm good.
I got a rabbit hole for us, the one in this game.
I don't need to know anything else about your rabbit hole, man.
I don't want anything about
You're gonna
Buster's rabbit
find
hole.
out whether you want to or not.
No, not the rabbit hole. All right. So I think where we start with our players is actually a bit of a perhaps temporary farewell. As the party stands gear packed outside of Nevichar Springs, Lucky Trails, Maxi and Armand standing around, though Maxi kind of standing with the group, but Armand and Lucky Trail standing in front of the group, the springs behind them. Lucky, I think we kind of fade in with him talking. He's basically like, yes, well, last time I went to Castle Avernus, I almost did not make it out. So, good luck to you, my friends. It's a dangerous, dangerous place to be.
I gotta try.
Fucking. I can't get his ass.
Hey, I've got insight proficiency now. Wait a second.
Hey, I have no
don't believe him.
reason to doubt him.
Natural
Oh!
20!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Why don't I roll low for him too?
But it's funny because last time someone got a nat 20 on him, we still could not figure it out.
Olin believes him.
Yeah.
Totally.
So, Tobias, what are you trying to insight here?
I just want to know if he's finally telling the truth or not. That's it.
He's always told the truth as far as he knows.
What do you mean finally? Lucky Trail
He
has
always
seemingly-
intends to tell the truth.
has seemingly told the truth at all times. Though there is something off on that natural 20. There is something off about his statement about going to Castle Avernus, where you get the sense that you're not sure he's ever actually been to Castle Avernus.
Huh?
No.
I'm just going to say, we're going to miss you there. That's it.
And he said, and he kind of like, Armand, I think, is kind of standing there awkwardly, and he's like 2 feet taller than Lucky, and like broader, is standing there kind of like looking nervous. His hands are kind of, he's clutching them in front of him. He's looking down, not meeting the party's eyes very well, and like kicking at the dirt. You can tell he's feeling lots of big emotions.
Poor sweet boy.
And Lucky just kind of like pats Armand in the back and says, I'll take care of Armand. Go ahead and say goodbye to our adventuring friends, my new apprentice. And Armand looks up. You see his eyes are a bit watery, and he says, "Are you sure you guys have to do this?"
I think
Just
so.
look at the mist.
I'm not really sure, but we're gonna.
I think
There is no one else to do it.
it's better than doing nothing.
You know, I just have a bad feeling about this is all. Good luck with everything. If anybody can stop this, it's you guys.
If you've got a bad feeling about it, then I'll be extra sure to take care. You haven't steered us wrong yet.
I don't suppose you have any weird lost lore about the castle.
Maybe a floor plan or
You have a
List
study
of the
with a
people
floor
who
plan?
hang out.
It's hard to say what's left of the keep if it's in the middle of exploding, but I will say there was a name in my studies, a sort of henchman to Azalin, who's was important to the like functioning of the castle, I guess. By the name of Axe Rock.
Axe Rock. This guy's gonna fuck us up.
He was a dwarven artificer of sorts who supposedly created the guards that protect Castle Avernus. It's said that he taught Odessa some of her artificing abilities.
Jeez. It could be dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still alive, but that's really the only important character other than Azalin and Odessa as far as the tales go.
Feels like no one in Darkon really stays dead for too long. As always, thank you for your help. Wouldn't be here without you.
He smiles, nods, and then, like, after a moment, moves forward to wrap his arms around you, Olin. and give you a hug.
Yes, let's go. Bring it in.
He's so sweet. I love him.
And I think
Owen
he'll
was
after
gonna
like
do it if he wasn't gonna do it. So
Yeah.
and he's got kind of he's closer to Olin, I think, than anybody else on the group, but he will like take a moment and like go through and give Tobias and Buster a hug, and then he'll go to Dylan and like take a beat and say, I know you're not really Rosemary, but you have her memories, right?
Yeah. I'm not her, but she was me.
He
Yeah.
grabs you and brings you in for a hug as like pretty much as soon as
Yeah.
you're like, yeah. He's like, thank you for everything.
Give him a big
Um,
hug.
When I'm separating from him in the hug, I like give him a little handshake, and I use like prestidigitation or like some form of prestidigitation and like mending or something to like on the end of his sleeve on his coat like emblazon in a little like what looks like my little spirits, a little bunny logo, effectively, of something that looks like that. And I'll say something along the lines of just keep yourself safe, watch your step. I won't be here to save you from worms next time, so take care of yourself.
He fiddles with the little symbol and grins at you and nods and says, thanks. I'm not really part of a noble house anymore, but this feels kind of similar.
There's a lot of once the mists are gone, there's a lot of land to, retake. I don't see why you can't just start your own, a new one. You
Well,
lived.
I'm a Shrouder apprentice now. I don't need land.
Did you sign up or were
Yeah.
you recruited?
Did you? Yeah. Wait.
Well,
Did
Lucky
you get the
gave me
health
a
insurance plan?
Lucky gave me a pitch on it, and honestly, he had some great points. So,
No.
and I'm learning a lot from him. So,
Dylan's
You
gonna
know-
take off Rosemary's scarf and just reach up because she's only 5'5" to try and wrap it on him. Just all right. You take care of yourself. All right. You
Oh,
just-
thanks. And yeah, so after he gives each of you a hug and has this conversation, he steps back, giving you space. Is there anything you would like to say or do before you all teleport?
I mean, yeah, Maxie's coming with us. Say goodbyes to Lucky Trails.
do we? Are we gonna need to be able to contact them one way or the other?
I don't know.
Well, I assume they'll know if we did it.
Yeah.
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 Wait, did we get the staff?
I don't think
Oh,
she
the
gave
War
it to
Weaver.
us.
I think we
I don't
did.
remember.
Y'all took it.
Oh, we did? Oh,
We
shit.
convinced her. Yeah.
But I did. That is one thing I completely fucked up.
Not that we like
But I know
have the
it.
time to
Attune or-
attune or anything.
Uh,
But yes, you do have.
Dylan.
Oh, we did have the
Warweaver.
time, didn't we?
I'll get those stats to you here.
No, that
No,
was at
that-
the very end of the long rest.
Yeah, where we got it. And this is like hours later after we've packed up and are ready to go.
Yeah, to attune to it, you'd need to take a short rest, which for you guys is like an overnight, like 8 hours.
Mhm.
All right. Looking at Lucky and Armand, who looks like the more responsible one?
I need more context.
If I'm going to give them something, who is less likely to lose it?
Probably Armand, I think.
All right. Dylan's gonna cut off a lock of hair, and then tie it to like. I was gonna say just a bit of string. Don't lose this. Very important.
What's this for?
It's magic.
Oh,
Can talk to people through hair.
all right. I'll keep it close.
You can talk to people through here.
It's like they gotta kind of be like within 10 miles, so this might not work. But like,
Why
it's
didn't-
weird. I couldn't do this before. This is new.
Oh, I was gonna
Well,
ask
this-
why
not-
we hadn't
not
been
new.
doing this whole time.
Rosemary could always do it. She just didn't know she could do it. It's a thing.
Huh.
You know how she would sometimes zone
Normal
out?
human stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her just like looking in on people.
Oh, okay. I see. So that's
Hmm.
just a thing that humans can normally do. Cool.
Yes. Yes, it is. Totally normal human thing.
I don't
Alright.
even need to roll insight. I know that's bullshit.
I
I
believe
have
her.
training in it now.
I believe her. No questions asked.
All right. You guys say your goodbyes. Anything else?
Gather close.
Just look at Tobias and say, "You ready to get up to some shenanigans?"
You know, we haven't done that in quite a while.
What better time than now?
Fucking blast off some teleport.
We're
Just a
blasting
beam.
off again.
Wahoo!
Is it like the
Woohoo.
DBZA bridge, like Goku instant transmission? Like,
My mic isn't even picking it up.
Just a
So
pop.
quiet. Yeah, very much so. Very one frame there, one frame not.
I'm still working.
Yeah,
on
we're still
Warweaver, but-
talking to each other if you need more time.
No. I can do this on the fly. It'll be fine.
Buster,
Spell.
why did you just make a popping sound with your mouth and then not cast the spell?
Kind of does that thing that Heath Ledger does in the Batman, where he like looks at the wand, kind of like taps it a couple times, and like on the second tap, we just actually teleport.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys poof from where you are.
What's left behind is subtle fart smell in our wake because I'm a tricksy little guy.
Aw.
There's just this a moment where we just see Armand and Lucky sitting there, like kind of sad, and then ooh,
Ugh,
Oh god.
what
let's
the
go
fuck is that?
Just a pellet.
before they turn around and back.
Damn, it smells like swamp ass.
And I would play a fey trickster ass character, every fucking character for the rest of my life if I could. Truly. Love it more than anything.
You guys appear standing in a large teleportation circle. The wind whipping around you, though perhaps not as quickly as you might expect being up this high. But you find yourself standing in open air. There is a stone bridge built out in front of you leading towards the broken shards. Oh, I can, just to give you a reminder of what the keep looks like from the outside.
It's so cool.
So you guys are on like a tower, like a bridge that's kind of actually like tilted a little bit, as it's like leading towards the towers and keep itself. You see several pieces of the keep. This explosion just looks like kind of frozen in place. So you see like several towers, rocks, that are almost like moving. They're moving very slowly, or not at all. But you also see like where it looks like the keep itself is trying to like, it's like magic spells trying to heal the keep as it's exploding. So you can like see the shifting of like stones very slowly as it's trying to repair the explosive damage as it like continuously explodes. So there's like the shifting of stone as you stand and look at the keep in this strange frozen golden light that it looks, I think, more green in this picture, but it is a golden light that is shoots up into the sky as well. Where you're standing, you see this stone stairway, and you see a large door with a massive eye set into the center of it. You also notice several, they're like parapets. I don't know if that's actually the right word, but basically ramparts that are above this door that have several suits of armor that seem to be standing almost like guard, but they just have like where a face would be, there's just like a humming red light as these guards like look out. They do not appear to be moving though. These sets of armor appear to be almost like frozen in place. You also see several bodies on the ground outside. People mostly dressed as nobles, but also a couple of these suits of armor that are down on the ground, broken and inert. And finally, you see several ghosts floating up and like over onto the bridge and like heading through this door, though some of them kind of like stop and look at you guys as you appear here, while others continue inside. Give me a quick perception check, everybody. Nice. Okay.
Everybody did pretty good.
Yeah.
Rolled a 6.
I think
All right.
all of you are kind of focused on these ghosts as you like see them kind of coming up, and this looks like the place that all the ghosts you've seen at night typically seem to be moving towards as these ghosts form. And I'll also say that here at the castle is probably daytime when you left, but it appears like while you're up here around the keep that you are like it looks like a nighttime around you.
How
One of
bright is the light that's like moving through?
it's bright enough that everything is well lit here, and
Mhm.
also like you can't stare into it very long without
Okay.
it like causing that little leftover light image to appear. But the part of the castle in front of you looks pretty put together. Other like it's a pretty big tower in front of you, of the keep. But you all notice with those perception checks, one of the ghosts stops and looks at you, and you realize that you all recognize this particular ghost as Thorn, the
Oh.
agent
shit.
back in Illaluk. She's still wearing a uniform, though, with extra patches, as she was kind of like higher ranked when you left, working under Odessa. But you see her ghost look at you for a moment, fear and desperation on her eyes before the ghost slowly shifts around and begins walking into this door. What do you do?
So the only exit is the bridge that leads to the more put together tower from this teleportation room.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make it to where that ghost was?
Yeah, you can just walk up. It's basically like a stone bridge leading up to this, and there's nothing that's like keeping you from walking that way. It's just a teleportation circle, like that's on its own little platform away from the castle, connected to a bridge that leads to it.
I follow.
All right. You
And
guys,
the armor with the glowing red, what is in the place of a face, is on the bridge leading to the tower?
there are several on the ramparts above that are like you can still see that light, and you also see some suits that are on the ground on the bridge on the way there, but these ones do not have that light. They look inert. But to give you an idea of what those look like generally. Oh, oops. Oh no, I'm pressing the wrong
The
thing.
cat.
You didn't see that cat. So magically imbued ones still glowing up top, looking down at you, and then ones below that don't have the red magic. The armor pieces are kind of they look like they've been almost like dispelled or something, where it's just like the suits laying there inert on the ground. There's also like bodies of people.
Very ornate looking armor. Cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit you with the good old detect portal.
Hmm.
So there's a planar portal within a mile.
Yeah, you immediately. I think even when you land here, really, your sense is already kind of tingling. So when you actually like reach into this power and sense out, you detect a portal immediately. I think you took distance and direction in the closest planar portal within 1 mile of you. Yeah, the center of this light is like radiating a massive planar portal.
Well, the light is probably either a portal itself or the light is coming through a portal. So I think we know where we need to end up.
Portal to where, though?
Good question. This is a big ask. Does this castle, in the way that it looks with the light and the brickwork, does it look like the place where we had that shared memory with Theron, Azalin, whatever, back in the day? We had like a throne room with a big light above us, as like all 5 of us were having our little like conversation during that like dream shared memory thing. Does it look like it's the same place?
Give me like a. Actually, I'll say. I just want to check. Just give me like a straight intelligence check. It's pretty low DC though. Okay. I think you can tell the architecture looks very similarly. Like the stonework and stuff here looks similar to the stonework that was on the interior of the throne room you saw.
Okay. Getting vibes of that. Also, I will cast see invisibility on myself. Just in case.
Okay. I dig it.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast a level 2 Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
I cast Hammer.
Say, I'm not going to cast anything.
Hammer appears.
I just felt left out. Everyone was doing magic.
Okay. Let's head up to this tower, I guess.
Start walking.
Mm.
Right.
Do the ghosts react to the hammer? I didn't think of that when I pulled it out.
The ghosts don't react to the hammer, but as you guys move forward and kind of like enter into the path or around the path those ghosts are, they do seem to linger on you and like look at you pleadingly. Some of them even like pointing inside. Though I think their eyes probably do linger on Dylan and Tobias more than the rest of you.
I guess in we go.
Mm-hmm. How high up are we right now?
I mean, if you look over the bridge and look down, it would look. It disappears into the mist several hundred. Like the mists kind of take over several hundred feet below you.
Cool. Checking.
So up.
Yeah, very high. Very high up.
You're very high, and none of you feel like you would easily survive a fall from the site.
But if we were playing monks,
Monks can't die, so as
yeah,
we all
not
know.
from falling. Yeah.
Question for a hypothetical. I will not entertain. Yeah. So, what are you guys moving towards the door and heading inside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on as we're walking. I want to keep an eye on the armor, which I assume is animated armor. See if it reacts to us moving at all.
Yeah, the armor itself, the deactivated ones obviously don't move at all, but the ones up top, yeah, they seem to be frozen. They don't move at all as you approach.
Okay.
You head up to the door. You do not see a... There's no like handle on this door, and it's massive. It's like 20 feet across, 30 feet high, made of metal. But there is a large eye in the center of it that as you approach, it kind of looked like it was enameled, but as you approach, it shifts and you realize that this massive eye like looks organic compared to the rest of the metal, and it shifts to look at you, like down to look at the group as you approach. And it looks at you almost expectantly.
Is the eye in the middle of the door? Like, does it
Mhm.
seem like there's a slit and there's the eye's right there?
Yeah, the eye is in the middle of the door, and there's no other, like no slit or anything other than like where this eye is.
Just for dumbness, I'm gonna try to use thaumaturgy to open the door.
It does not budge.
Okay.
We have an appointment.
Show it your hammer.
Hello.
The,
Castle.
all right, so you
Wait.
say, I have an appointment, and you
Wave the hammer.
wave the hammer in front of it. The eye blinks a couple of times, but does like focus in on you, Dill. And there's like a beat of silence before the eye closes and the door itself begins raising up.
Oh god, that actually worked.
And you see
Of course it
a
works.
desolated hall in front of you. So I will have a couple of maps for battles, but a lot of this we're going to be doing Theater of the Mind. So you just let me know if my descriptions are confusing at any point. But you enter what looks like a hallway that is in the middle of being ripped in half by the explosion here. To your left, you see an ornate door. To your right, you see a room that is already like ejected off of the, like broken away from the rest of the castle. It's like another one of these ornate doors, but it is not attached to the hall space that you're on. But you do see several stones that have been like moved where the keep is like trying to repair itself, almost creating like a floating stone path to this door on your right. And then in front of you, you see a large ornate spiral staircase leading up deeper into this tower. So left, easily accessible ornate door. To your right, ornate door that is like on a separate chunk of building that is starting to float away from the tower you're on. And then in front of you, a spiraling stairway that is like, you can see where the explosion is kind of coming through the bottom of the stairway, but is like not destroyed it. So the stairs seem safe and seem to lead deeper into the keep.
Well, should we go easy first?
Path of least resistance. So,
We really should have put a mouth on the door to give directions instead of an eye, just to see who was there.
You know, or both.
Or both, yeah.
Like just
You're already
both
putting...
is safe.
Yeah. Why stop there?
did anybody stock speak with door?
Oh, no,
I bet
not
the-
this
I'm
week.
not a druid, I'm sorry.
That's yeah.
Mm.
I didn't even think about it.
Mm.
All right.
I figure
You-
if we want to go the non-essential places first, we might be able to clear out some of the riffraff in the castle before
Hmm.
getting ourselves cornered.
You said the way to the right was the room that was ejected with the stone path leading to it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What does the room that was ejected look like?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because I'm assuming we could see into it because it just ripped off the wall.
It looks like it's a long, tall building. I think maybe you can make through a couple of the like holes in the building itself. I think you can make out what looks like a banquet hall, maybe, or like a meal hall of some sort.
Okay. Roughly how far is the distance?
It's about 20 feet.
Okay.
With a like stepstone about every 5 feet or so.
Okay. So do we want to go to the door first? Does it seem the easiest?
I think seems fine to me.
I like the staircase, but that's just because it seems more interesting.
I like the staircase, but I think we should go there last. I think it seems like
I think that's
the important
correct way
path.
to go.
I mean, you think we're gonna come back here? You think it's like we go to this place and then we're gonna go around? It's like a.
Well, I
this
mean,
is
for all
like
we
the
know,
up.
this could just be like a
pantry?
storage closet.
Yeah.
An armory.
An armory. Did you know these places have armories? That's Sam left over from a different campaign. Sorry.
Well, let's go left.
You guys head to the door. It is unlocked. Who's opening it up, though?
I'm gonna step back and use thaumaturgy.
Oh. Just kidding.
The door opens into a dark room.
Thaumaturgy is very useful.
Yeah, as you go to begin, you pretty much all have dark vision, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some perception checks. Another round, please.
I love to perceive.
I figure because it's bright enough that we probably don't need it, but I can give us this super dark vision if we need to.
I have 120 feet. I'm probably good, unless everybody else is getting it. Is Maxie with us?
Maxie is with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's just kind of like looking around, like taking it all in this moment. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so it doesn't take you long for your eyes to kind of adjust, light filtering in from outside here, flowing into this room. There is a massive room here that is filled with bones. The ground is covered in bones. There are piles of bones in each of the corners of this room. There are bones of humanoids, bones of beasts, bones of giants, like all kinds of various types of bones thrown in here. But it's just a room filled with bones. Dylan and Buster.
This room sucks. Tobias, this room sucks.
Why is it the Fae people getting called out?
Each of you notice, like as you're kind of taking in, like, what the fuck, this room is just filled with bones. What is this?
Storage room.
You notice, something that, like, just for a moment, looks like it's peeking out from one of these back piles of bones that immediately, like, ducks down.
Buster will reach up and close the door.
Yeah, Dylan's just gonna like maybe brush the door closing along a little bit. Just nope.
Guys,
Absolutely not.
guys, you don't want to go in the bone room.
No.
There was something in the bone room.
Occupied.
It looked at us. It hid. It can have its bones. We do not need them. I do not want them.
I don't want to be part of them.
The bones can stay where they are.
Is there a chair around here?
To prop it up.
You know, there might be one in that like banquet hall that is across the way, but there's none in this area that you're in.
Jeez, I'm just gonna find some bit of rubble and just block the door a little bit.
Just grab
Is
a
there a
big.
locking mechanism on it?
Um. Yeah, but it locks from the inside.
Oh, so there's no
I-
keyhole on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't even get a good look at what it was, and I don't want to.
I was gonna
Yeah.
try to use Thief Souls to lock it instead of unlock it.
You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit, or just a little retro, just because Buster got so high on that perception. I think Buster, both you and Dylan notice like this small thing, some creature that pops its head up. Buster, I think you actually realize pretty quickly on a 26, it looks like an imp of some kind that ducks its head back there.
An imp.
Just like a little red face.
What's he doing in there?
Little guy alert.
Dylan's like shifting a big old chunk of stone in front of it. You don't want to go in there, do you? I
There-
just got this here.
I open up the door slightly. Hey,
God.
you. Come out. Come here. Little guy. Little one. I say in Sylvan, knowing it probably won't do anything. I've got treats for you.
Do you tell us what it is?
Yeah. There's little imp.
Uh,
Some sort of imp in there.
What language?
in Infernal,
Oh,
I
this
will
thing.
say,
Okay.
hey, come on, we saw you. Get out.
In Infernal, I say, yeah, you fucker.
Little bitch. Come here.
All right. I think it doesn't understand what Buster is saying,
Worth a try.
Yeah.
but Dylan, you can give me like an intimidation check.
Oh, I do
Do I have
actually say
help?
that in Infernal, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll
do
say
I
you can have.
help from.
Yeah, you'll have advantage from Olin, and I'll also say you don't have it set up on here, but I allow intimidation with strength if you wanted to.
Oh, good. You know what? Then I'm just gonna.
It's pretty
Ooh.
good.
So 24.
Nice. There's like a moment where there's nothing. You don't hear anything or see anything, but then you see like a bone shift from that pile where you saw the face. And you hear a voice. It says, "Hey, I'm gonna stay invisible for a bit, all right? I don't know yous."
I cast see invisibility on myself.
You see the imp like floating up like slowly towards you guys.
Where could
this-
he be?
It's this little like thin red imp. His wings are kind of like very long and thin. And he has like a little eye patch that he's wearing.
Cute.
Yeah, sure, whatever makes you comfortable. What's your name?
Skeever.
Fuck.
I knew a rat named Skeever.
What are you trying to say? You trying to say I'm a rat?
I don't know, are you?
I'm an
You're
imp.
not beating the allegations in the bone room.
You guys been here before? How do you know it's called the bone room?
I can't believe it's actually called the bone room. That's
It's bone
crazy.
storage. I said it would be a storage room.
Yeah, this is where Zaylen keeps the bones when he needs to raise skeletons.
It's-
objectively I get it, but like you'd think that the king of the place would have a better idea of her name other than like the Necropolis or some sort of like, you know, name that's better than the bone room.
Yeah, but Necropolis is so overused.
Yeah, the Necropolis is something totally different anyway. It's
Yeah, it's kind of like a ziggurat.
That's
you're
where
right.
the bodies without bones are.
Yeah, you're right. I'm the one who's at fault here. Hey, what are you doing hiding in bone room?
Well,
Yeah, man, what the fuck?
there's been a lot of people through here. Usually it's pretty quiet, but there's been a few people come through lately. So I've, just been hiding out. I like the
Wait.
bone room. It's quiet.
Can you describe these people and how long ago?
Also, is there anything else in the bone room?
I mean, there's bone. You name a bone, we got it in here, right? We got all kinds of bones.
Like other
Pretty
doors?
rare bones. What?
Storm giant femur.
Oh yeah, we got at least 2 of those in here.
You
Do
gonna
I
craft a
believe it?
potion right now? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You can give me an
Yeah,
insight
let me-
check.
Let me just craft a potion right quick.
This thing that
Potion
I'm
of
not
storm giant
trained
strength.
in.
I think you're having a hard time getting a read on it being invisible, especially. You're having a hard time getting a read on the imp, whether it's being truthful or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, then where does he keep them? Where does he keep the storm giant femurs?
I think he points back to he points to like a pile of
Invisibly
bones on one
points.
side of the room.
Invisibly point.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't see you. Can you just like go over there and rattle
Can-
them for me?
Oh,
Yeah, can you
yeah,
rattle
yeah,
them
yeah.
bones?
And he flies over to one side of the room where there's like a pile, and you see like a couple of bones like shifting.
As he's shifting them, I
They-
want to run in and grab him.
I
Can you see him? You're just trying to like grab in the area.
Well, if I can see the bone moving, then I can maybe get at least a better location on where he might be.
Okay.
I feel like I would have said, "Hey, if there's even a meta way to say, hey, I'm casting see invisibility on myself. I can see invisible stuff." And then an invisible thing literally happens minutes later.
Listen,
I feel like
Buster-
you would
Buster,
also
I
know that.
but I'm like, just let me have this.
I don't know. I can grab them for you. I'm looking right at them.
It's,
But
fun,
if you want
it's
to get it, go
funnier.
ahead.
It's funnier if I trick him. Then he owes us a favor.
It's just like
That's-
Fae things. It's not really.
Yeah, devils and fae. A little different.
You know what? I tap him on the thigh. You do you.
All right. Yeah, go ahead
Are you
and
giving
make
him guidance?
an athletics or acrobatics. I'm gonna give him advantage on the check to avoid it, though.
Okay. Do I roll at neutral?
Yeah,
Or-
just right there.
Oh,
Let's
I'm
go.
really tempted
Nice
to
too.
hex the little imp.
Oh,
but-
Yeah, I almost got him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing? Huh?
I'm just trying to grab, just trying to get the bones. Just trying to
Yeah,
grab the
we-
bones. I can't see you.
Definitely a rat somewhere here. And he kind of floats away, staying a
Gotcha.
little like higher in
Grimalkin
the air.
peeks out and meows.
Wow.
How'd you get here?
uh, about the people that have been coming through, though.
Oh, sorry.
how
What was that?
many? How many people came through? When did you get a look at them?
Oh, I mean, there's really only been 2 people that have come through, but it's like 2 big ones that you typically avoid, if you know what I'm saying.
Like who?
Yeah, we're
I
asking.
mean, would
'cause
you
we don't
even?
know.
Well, you probably know who they are. You know the bone room, so I assume you have some familiarity with the castle.
I'm looking right at him the entire time. By the way. I'm not
I think
looking
he-
away. I know for a fact that I'm staring directly right at him.
I think he kind of like catches on after he's like moving back and forth and watching you like follow him. He's like, "Nah, don't like that. So he's like staying kind of like making sure he's staying a little out of everybody's reach. But he says, well, death came through a few days ago.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I hear that. And then Odessa showed up out of nowhere.
How recently did she show up?
Time's a little weird up here, but a day or 2.
You don't have a clock in the bone room?
Well, I mean,
That's the
time
bug.
just works different, closer to the explosion than it does further than the explosion.
Hmm.
It's like a black hole where time is stretched.
Relative.
Yeah. Something like that, I guess.
My nose.
I'm not-
typically.
Wait, Does that mean we have more time here than on the outside?
Mm.
Or it's time
Slower
passing
in-
Opposite. I
faster
think it
out
passes faster
there.
out there,
Uh,
but it's marginal. It might be
mm.
like an extra half second for every like 3 or 4 seconds here.
Buster's nodding as if he completely understands. He absolutely doesn't.
Yeah, where it's probably felt like several decades outside of Castle Avernus. Here, it's only been like a few years since Zaylen did his thing.
Passing a lot.
Oh,
faster out
Fae
there.
time.
Okay.
Ah,
Fae
I
time.
get it. Yeah, no, you should have.
Oh yeah,
you
absolutely.
should've said
Fey
it.
time. The exact same thing Buster was just doing. Yeah, of course, Fey time. Makes total
He
sense.
absolutely doesn't. That's funny.
But yeah, so Odessa and Death.
Well, Skeever, would you like to stay hidden in the bone room? Or
Yeah,
would you like to
I'll-
come with us?
I'll probably stay here. But I should mention there was a third person. I almost forgot because, well, she was traveling with Death, and I don't really know who she is. They are I
Blue
don't know.
lady, horns, cloak.
Yeah,
Book.
that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know who she is though.
Us either, really, but we've met kind of. Okay.
Partially.
Okay.
She's bad news. I would stay away from her.
I
Yeah,
heard she eats imps.
I'm staying away from all. Oh, okay. Well, I'm definitely staying away now. But I was already gonna stay away.
Should we go upstairs or should we go across the way?
Oh yeah. Do you have like a
You have a map?
Where are you trying to go? What are you looking for?
Probably where they went.
Well, we also
Bit of
kind of
everything.
want to stop off at the vault. You
We
know,
do wanna do that.
Skeever, do you know where the vault is?
The vault? You're trying to rob the place?
What's
There's
there
just
to
some-
rob? The place is breaking down. Wouldn't you like to see
Yeah.
what's inside the vault? Would you like
The-
something, Skeever?
The
I don't-
people who owned this stuff are all dead, so really, it's not robbing, it's archaeology.
It's
grave robbing?
appropriating.
It's archaeology. It's been long enough that it's no longer grave robbing.
and then we're just gonna return it to wherever it's from.
Sure.
Original.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you all sound full of shit, but I don't even think the vault's still like around. It's like on the other side of the explosion. From here, anyway.
Is there nothing on the other, or can you just not make it to the other side?
Yeah,
Or
it's
do you
just hard
go
to
down?
get to without flying. I've been over there once, but don't really. It's more explosion than buildings, so I'm not really comfortable to live.
Are there any noteworthy
Not as comfortable as Boner.
rooms or anything on this side of the explosion?
Well, there's the banquet hall, the forge, the lab, the throne room.
Well, throne room's where we want to end up.
Throne rooms.
Mhm.
Yeah, end hole.
But forge and lab sound like they might have some things that could help us.
Skeever, what would you want to come with us and be a little guide to the castle? We are familiar, but like, we've never been here proper. Would you like maybe a small pile of salt
What?
to put on the bones?
So I could lick salt off the bones?
If you want to. I don't know what you're into, I'm asking.
I've got a swear
I'm
jar
just-
with 2 gold in it.
I'm just shooting in the dark.
I'm not sure I should do that.
Oh.
If death sees me out, I'm donezo.
I pull out a black sapphire that's transparent. translucent. And I say, what about something like this? Does this interest you at all?
Maybe a little,
No,
maybe a little persuasion check.
Tobias, you can't.
You
Not the
can't-
demon
can't, no.
heart.
You can't
You
give him
can't
the demon
do
heart.
it. No.
You
Listen,
put
me
that
It's
and
away.
much
I-
too nice.
To skeever,
and this is going to be
Tobias.
the best chance that we get.
You want to give the demon heart to Skeever,
To
though.
Skeever?
The little guy we just
Seems
found in the bone room.
He seems like he's gonna, be useful.
I mean, I can't stop you.
It is such a big ask, though.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Tobias, or deception if you're lying. But
Does it get
Uh,
advantage from all of the
Do I
demon
get
hearting?
advantage or no?
no.
My goal was to help.
Yeah, that
Oh.
was mine.
Well,
as
then you can have
well.
advantage if everybody's helping you. There.
Yeah, that
we're,
was
Yeah, I was-
we're all
That's
getting in on
me
the
saying-
bit, man.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
like, please, you can't
That's
do it.
fair.
No, that's so expensive.
Go ahead and take advantage.
It's too good. Don't give it away.
You even ran with he's a devil. Why would I call it a demon heart? Demons don't have hearts. What am I talking about? So dumb
Says-
if he believes this.
He looks at it and says, "Maybe I could lead you just for a little while." And he floats over, and you see him like materialize in front of you, Tobias, and he holds his little hand out for the jewel.
Yeah. After the job is done,
Oh, one last question.
Hmm.
Have you seen like a red bathrobe, or red robe?
Bathroom.
No, you mean
Listen, it was Rosemary Memory. It's fuzzy. Have you seen a red robe?
if you're looking for Zalen's old robes? Is that what you're looking for?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they're maybe in his lab somewhere.
Just
Okay.
feel like we're gonna need those.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when's the job over? I'll take you to a single destination. You tell me where it is, I'll take you there. Then job done.
Do we want to go to the lab? Do we want to go to?
I think the lab is probably a good first stop.
Yeah. How about you take us to the lab, but then tell us where the forge or any other, or like, what direction is the throne room? Is it up these stairs?
Yeah, both the lab and the throne's up the stairs. We'll pass the doors to the throne room, though, going up to the lab.
Is the forge through the banquet hall?
You might be able to still get to it through the banquet hall, though it's kind of blown up over there. Otherwise, you can technically reach it from the top of the tower, if you're willing to take a little climb down.
Seems reasonable. I think the lab's our best bet.
Yeah. Is there anything else through the banquet hall? Is there any?
Yeah, I mean that used to lead. There used to be a little outdoor area, and then you would go through that, and you'd be able to get to the forge. It's kind of in the middle of exploding out. If you're talented, you might be able to get to the forge that way. But you should be warned. Well, ever since Odessa got back, some of her old minions have been mulling about.
The armor.
Oh, no, the armor, those you do have to worry about. They do guard the hall, but most of them were kind of stuck in the magic spell that stopped the explosion, so most of them don't really do much. But Odessa's minions they're like creatures, big old experiments of hers that she hacked together.
We're
Oh,
friends
the
with
name
Odessa.
Flayer Queen is starting to.
Click.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
Odessa's friends, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, all right. That's probably fine then. And if you're planning on going to the forge, I can't promise that Axford's going to be nice to you. I just have been avoiding him for a while now.
He's still alive.
Yeah, I don't think anything can kill Axford. Well, he's like a vampire, so he just lives and lives and lives.
We gotta go visit the vampire.
Vampires are the worst, mate.
Alright, well. One goes through a phase. Let's not just call them all the worst.
Yeah, you had a vampire face.
One of you did.
That's so funny.
It's true. Dylan has clear memories of being a vampire and drinking blood.
And us killing her.
Yeah,
Hey, sorry about that.
just disassociates for a hot minute.
Technically, you also helped kill yourself, so
Oh yeah, she remembers killing herself and being killed by herself. It's
a lot to grapple with.
Talk about a murder-suicide.
yeah, she disassociates for a hot minute while everyone keeps talking.
All right, so you want to go to the lab, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, follow me. And our little imp. Oh wait, actually he will like flick his fingers. Wait, he's all first things first, and a little contract appears that like clearly states that he will like guide you to the throne room, and in exchange get the dark jewel known as the demon heart from the group.
Okay, I want to read this contract very carefully.
Mm-hmm. I'll
Says
just go ahead and say it.
throne room, going to the lab.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. It says Azaelin's to
I was
Azaelin's lab.
Gonna
Says
say
throne,
if it
throne
says
crossed
throne
out,
room,
lab
That's
room.
my bad. Yeah. The throne room's crossed out. Azaelin's lab. He's like, oh
did
yeah,
he
yeah,
initial next to the cross out though? That's an important question.
yeah. His little.
Because otherwise it doesn't count. That's
It's just a
illegal
little
law kind of
S, but
thing.
the end of the S is a
Murderous
like
shit.
little devil tail.
It's like a little SB there.
Skeever butt.
Oh, that's better than what I thought. I was like skeever.
Hey,
beaver.
ski.
Skeever beaver.
Yeah, I just
it's
want to make sure
Skyrim.
there's no weird loopholes in this. I want to. We are not signing anything extra.
Yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. I want to make you make a check. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like secret things. It's only like a few, like a couple of lines basically. So there's not really a lot of room for him to wiggle.
All right. Who wants to sign it?
I'll do it. Whatever.
Well,
Fuck it.
You'll get the gem then, right? If this guy's got the gem right now, I want him to sign it.
Oh,
But if he's gonna give the gem to the bunny man, then I'm good with that too.
I
Give him the demon
I
heart
re-
device.
I reach in my bag. I cast Minor Illusion, which is not a verbal component, by the way. There's no verbal components in Minor Illusion. And I bring it out, and I go over to Buster's pack. I show him, and then I put it in his pack.
but it's a contract.
It is a contract.
Gonna screw Buster over. Oh my god.
It's a minor contract with an imp that I could kill very easily. I'm not afraid of reneging on the.
There's just issues with breaking contracts.
I'll
Yeah.
sign it.
I will say. Also, I'm gonna be a little bit of a DM stickler here. Minor illusion can't create illusions that can like move with you. Minor
no?
illusion as a cantrip
It's-
creates. Yeah, like literally your hand would pass right through it wherever you created the illusion. So you can't create illusion in your hand that you can walk around with. Yeah.
Can prestidigitation?
No.
I don't
No.
think so.
It
That's
says
like a-
You can do a
you
lot.
can.
That's like a conjuration wizard type.
You create not
This is a-
magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in your hand, and that lasts until the end of your next turn.
So 6 seconds.
You got 6 seconds to get the thing.
And it's verbal.
So you just walk over to the bag and oh yeah, it does have a verbal component.
Just give him the gem.
All right, I give him the gem.
After he
After the
I give
contract.
Buster the gem.
sign. Okay, fine. I'll take the gem. I'll sign the contract. A little part of me wants to sign it with a different name.
That's what I was gonna do if I ended up signing it.
Burster J. Sleetfoot.
Gene Rick.
Bunny Man, have we met before? You look a little familiar.
What makes you say this? How many bunnymen have you met before?
I don't know, like 6.
Interesting.
Well, I guess that's not fair. I haven't met 6 bunny men. I've seen their bodies. We used to put them together down in a tower. Well, Zaylen didn't, but one of his brothers.
Okay. Where would we have met, Skeever?
Mm-hmm. If you were one of those bunny bodies, I guess you probably weren't like moving around thinking then, huh?
Probably not. The odds of me being a bunny body would be very, very slim that you have seen previously.
You say so.
Buster's deeply worried on the inside of like, wait a second.
But you sign the contract. The contract like poofs away. And he says, "All right, let's get to this lab then." And he flies out of the bone room and begins moving towards the stairway.
Okay.
Hello.
I grab a
Yeah,
bone.
let's go.
Just one on the ground.
It's just a random bone.
Yeah.
All right. You can add
You got
1 bone to your
Huge.
inventory.
Dave's femur.
Well, I wanted his tibia.
Well, should have started looking for it earlier.
All right.
My bone.
As you guys make your way up the stairs, there's like a couple of places on the stairs where the stairs have begun to rip apart, but not like in a big way, but in a way where you have to kind of like step over where this little bit of explosion is coming through the stairs.
Oh, I got explosion on my shoe.
As you make your way up this like spiral staircase, it like gets to the first landing that has like another massive door similar to the one that you had outside with this big eye in the center of it. And Skeever just kind of like points to it and says, "Throne room," and keeps on heading up. Do y'all keep following?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You follow him up to the next floor, and there's another landing and another door. And he kind of stops outside this one. This one is not as massive as the throne room door. It's a kind of normal size, like similar size to the door that led to the bone room. Though this one does have a similar eye, though a much smaller one in the center of the, or top center of the door, like eye level. And Skeever like flies over, hovering near the door, and says, "The lab, my lords."
Pretty uneventful journey, honestly.
You gonna open the door for us, or?
Oh, I can't open it.
So how do you know it's the lab?
I've been in there.
But you can't open the door?
No, I'm a familiar. Azalea would just open the door and I'd follow him in.
It's weird that you're still here, but Azaelin's dead. Like, have you thought about that?
He's not dead.
No, you're right. He escaped.
Yeah, he's just not here anymore.
It's kind of fucked he never resummoned you.
I think he kind of forgot about me, honestly. I don't
Well,
know.
that's fucked up.
I have a feeling he'll remember me when it counts, and he will summon me away from here at any moment.
Oh, Skeever.
Buddy.
But if he doesn't, it's also fine. He's not really a great master, but I am bound by contract to be his familiar, so, you know.
Can you, like, move your contract? Like,
You would have to be able to contact my boss to be able to do that. That's above my
I mean, I
pay grade.
didn't mean me necessarily. I just meant, could anyone take over your contract?
I mean, not just anyone. You would have to have the ability to puncture past the dark powers to contact the
Right.
archdevil that owns my contract, and then form a bond with that archdevil for
Which
my
one?
eternal soul. Oh. Yeah. That's obviously a common question that would come up. And it's been a little while. I should just give them what the archdevil names I fucking know.
I'm sorry.
Zariel.
No, you're fine.
Oh, that bitch.
Wait, what was the name?
He
I
said
said
Zariel.
Oh, yeah. That's her. Archdevil, first layer of hell.
So is this like a temp
Oh, well,
agency?
back where I come from, anyway.
It's like a temp agency thing.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like a temp agency type thing.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, we made the contract way before the boss left our home plane, so it was a whole thing.
Is that why this castle is called Avernus? Sort of to pay homage.
No, but you know, I can understand why you would make that leap of logic.
What are you talking about? This is the only thing called Avernus.
But I'll take my I'll take that gym now. This is the lab. By my word is my bond.
How did he open the door? You said he always opened it.
Mm, yeah, can you not just open it with the doorknob? Is there like a trick to it?
I didn't know familiars weren't allowed to open doors.
That's also really weird. Is that in your contract?
Also, the contract clearly says inside the lab, so don't want to be a stickler.
No, the
about it.
contract says I would take you to the lab.
It says inside. I
Well,
reread it.
We're not there. So
We're in the hallway outside the lab.
He would get close to the eye and he would either
You don't
whisper
have to give
something
me
or
the
show it
contract, it's
something.
fine.
Oh! I take out the hammer and I show the eyeball the hammer. And I say, we have an appointment.
It does not. The eye blinks at you a couple of times, but does not do anything.
No, I tried. It worked on the front door.
I point at my crown, and I like ting it, and I say, "Azaelin's heir has an appointment."
Love how formal we're being. We have an appointment.
Right.
Give me a persuasion check, Tobias.
Okay. 15.
It's just a door, man.
You hear a voice in your head, Tobias.
It's not a good sign.
Says, "You bear the crown, but you are not Azaelin's heir. Who are you?"
My name is Tobias Boone. And we, and I pointed at us, at my fellows, and I say, we are I think we're Zalen's experiments.
Why do you seek entrance into this laboratory?
We seek entrance to this laboratory for healing and closure.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say now this is gonna be a pretty decent DC.
Okay.
Healing enclosure.
Sure.
Healing and
Wait, did somebody give me a guidance? Dang it, never mind. we gotta do that.
Healing and closure. These are not tasks to be completed in the lab.
Is it like a stone eye or like a gem eye or something?
Can we
It looks like an organic eye that is just in the middle of this like metal door.
Can we hear the voice as well, or is it just Tobias?
Right now it's just to buy. Oh, actually, I'm gonna say anybody who is like close enough to Tobias to be within like the eye's view will also hear this voice. But it's not. You can tell it's like targeting Tobias, and anybody close enough to hear it is just like extra.
I get out Shadow's Wrath from my scabbard, and I like flip it in the air and catch it. Flip it in the air and catch it, and I say, I have come too far to not get what I want now. So you either open up, or I just put this in you for fun. Which one is it?
Make me a little intimidation check.
All right. 19.
Jeez.
You'd have to know where I am. I am not this door.
I take the sword, stab it in stab the eye with it straight through, run it through with my magical Shadow's Wrath short sword.
I want to see an athletics check or just like a straight something that's just you like.
Can I be like an attack roll or something?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
I guess.
27.
Damn. Go ahead and roll the damage.
24.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
You stab the eye, and there is like you hear like this hissing sound in your like almost like static in your head for the moment when you stab it in. The eye itself like shakes and shivers, and blood begins like flowing down the door. You rip you can feel the blade has gone like a few inches beyond like where the door is. Do you pull the blade out after you stab it?
I twist it and then pull it out.
Beautiful. You twist it. I think when you twist it, there is like a little bit of a like squealing sound coming from the door itself of like pain. And then you rip out the blade. Blood, like the eye comes out and like a pops basically with just like blood spewing onto the ground.
Can we see in the room? Like, is there a hole in the door now?
You can like there's like a fleshy part of the door that you can maneuver to like create a hole for you to look through.
Door meat.
Yeah, there's some door meat you can.
This is so gross, but I'm gonna do it. I open the door meat to look through, and I'm going to have my other self pop in on the other side of the door.
Oh, interesting. Using a little echo ability.
Uh-huh.
Oh, because
You can put them wherever you want.
As long as I
see
can
it.
see. And it's great, because none of them can see what I'm doing.
I love that the echo is literally just a thing you can do. There's no
Yeah.
limit. It's just the feature.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking into a dark room. You see several like sorry, I'm struggling with the word here. There's several like niches, basically, like tables that are up against the wall with like doors separating these parts of, or not doors, but walls separating like parts of the lab into different sections. You create your echo standing in the middle of it. What does your echo do?
Well, she's within 15 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
Looks around. Looks back at me and shrugs. Just kind of, yeah, okay, yeah, no, what was I expecting? And I will swap places.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a great feature. Echo Knight's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm trying to remember which one this is.
Okay. You guys see Rosemary suddenly standing outside the door,
But in grayscale.
but in grayscale.
Exactly where Dylan used to be.
Yeah.
I'm like mid-handing the gem to the imp. I'm just like,
All right. Fuck.
And now I would like to look around.
Yeah. Give me investigation or perception.
Oh, we're definitely gonna pick perception. Because there's an actual plus to that.
Okay. So I think the first thing you notice is there is 10 of these alcoves around this room. It's almost like a half circle. Each of the alcoves has a wall separating them and then like a curtain pulled in front of them. Each of the curtains has a arcane symbol on the front of the curtain. In this kind of main semicircle, there is a magical circle used to like bind, just kind of created in the middle of this room, as well as like a gold brazier sitting in front of it. But you get the sense that behind each of these curtains is like more lab, basically. You can give me a quick Arcana check, Dylan.
Oh god. Yeah, no, my specialty. 8.
Yeah. You look around. You have no idea what these like arcane symbols are.
The hell is this shit?
Hey, Rosemary.
Ghost.
Fucking dead guy. I'm gonna look around for a way to open the door from this side.
Yeah, there's a door handle on the side. So you go up and you open the the door.
Pop it
There's like
open.
the door from your side. You guys see Rosemary appear, and then like a couple of moments later, like grayscale Rosemary is waving at you, and a couple of minutes later, the door opens and Dylan is standing on the other side.
Yeah, there's a bunch of magic shit in here. I don't understand it.
Hey,
You guys coming?
what the fuck? What's up with this?
You're acting
Oh.
incredibly blasé about a very clearly, obviously big deal.
Hey. You're done. You can go. Thank you. Thanks for the help.
Is that you to your
Yeah,
echo?
she's doing to the echo.
That's funny. Skeever like dashes in and says, "The lab deal completed. I'll take my stone
Well
now."
done.
Thank you, Skeever. You were one of the guides of all time.
One of the guys. Is that even a? Is that just a truth that I get?
It's a statement. That's that.
It is a tautology. That's true.
All right, I'll take my gem now.
Reach into the bag, I give him the gem, and as soon as my hand is off of it, I grab it and rip it from his fucking hands and take it back. Because the contract was to give him the gem, it wasn't to let him keep the gem.
Okay.
He had it.
Why you have to read the contract carefully.
Go ahead and give me an opposed athletics or acrobatics here.
Can I assist?
I don't think so. That's a pretty good roll.
Skeever.
I give him like maybe a second to be like, the demon heart, like to like really like bask in it for a second, then I'll fucking grab it back.
Oh, what the hell? We had a deal.
Yeah, to let you have it for a little bit. Who are you making deals with, man? Come
What
on,
you
devils in the fake court. Come on, dog. Come on.
Oh, so
You
you're
had the
shaking me
gem.
down right now. I
The
help
gem
you
has
out,
been
you
stolen
out.
from you.
and you just take the gift you just gave to me, the
This
payment.
is a priceless gem. And you, for a trip up 2 flights of stairs that we could have gotten to anyway? Are you kidding me?
Hey, my guidance is priceless. You guys could have walked right in the throne room, right into.
Your guidance does have a price, and the price has been paid and then refunded through. If you want it, take it back. Come on.
The contract was fulfilled.
You couldn't even get
You
us
will
in
find.
the lab, so technically you couldn't even fulfill the contract on your own.
All right.
Skeever, I
see how
feel like
this
we're
is
getting
going.
on the wrong. I feel like we're getting off on the wrong foot.
Nah, it's fine. You guys do your thing. I'll see you later. And Skeever takes one more moment.
I really want to Eldritch Blast this little imp.
I see Tobias about to go for it. I'm like, no, it's okay.
Skeever flies out of turns invisible and then flies out of the room.
All right, we'll see
Yeah,
you later,
he's definitely
Skeever.
about
I
to
blow
warn
2
them
Eldritch
about
Blasts
us.
like by him.
What's that?
No, I'd
blow-
jump
Yeah.
and I grab him.
Oh.
I can see
Oh yeah, you got see
invisibility.
invisibility.
Yeah, another post check. Yeah, you got to do athletics to grab.
Oh, sorry.
As he goes invisible, I just go, all right, Skeever.
17.
I'll see you.
See you later. No.
My athletics is a +5, so it's a 17.
17. It's pretty good.
Oh,
Got him.
he really tried.
As Skeever tries to dash, you grab him with your free hand. He says, "Whoa, what are you doing? Huh? You trying to get stung? Is that what this is?"
Skeever. You are a nasty little guy hanging out.
Oh, I'm nasty. You just stole from me.
Technically, I reappropriated ill-begotten goods. If we're going to-
Ill-begotten? I got those goods fair and square through contract. You stole them. Period.
You made a very bad faith contract. And coming from a long-lived fae, I know a thing or two about bad faith contracts.
Oh, I'm so proud of you for being able to get out of a contract to figure out a way to trick the person you made a contract with. You know my boss would love you. Huh? You know
I
that?
can tell you're feeling very defensive because you got outplayed by someone better than you at this.
Look,
It
just
is
because I haven't made a
okay.
contract in a few years doesn't mean I'm bad.
You're
at it, okay?
rusty. I'm trying to come back to page 1. It's okay. It's okay, Skeever. That is why I was trying to ply you with more delectable things, like little treats. When was the last time you ate something? Are you hungry, Skeever?
I eat all the time. I basically have the entire food stock that the castle had at my disposal.
You eat bones?
Oh,
Bone
no,
broth.
I just chew on those for fun. I don't really eat those.
Skeever. Listen. We can give you a smaller gem for more payment. This was looking over Tobias. All in all, a very strange call by one of our members to give
Listen,
you
do
something
really
as
think I actually
priceless.
thought we give it to him? Let's be honest here.
The priceless artifact of the demon heart. Look, we can make a deal, not contract, but truth based. And you trust us, and we can trust you to take care of all aspects of a deal that we make. How about we do that?
What would be the terms of this deal that you're trying to offer me?
We can give you a smaller gem, something not as costly, or maybe some snacks if you're hungry. I'm a cook of sorts. I can whip you up a meal. or anything else you might like, depending on what it is, if you stick around and guide us through the rest of the castle. I believe the voice in the door was this Axrock fellow, potentially.
No, Axrock is not in charge of security. He just builds things.
Okay, so do you know who it was that was defending this door?
I don't know its name. It's some creature, spirit thing, beholder that Azalin bound to the keep.
Ugh,
Gross.
this guy and his fucking beholder.
Oh, the eyes make sense now.
Oh, yeah, the eyes make sense now. Oh, so like the beholder is the castle? Oh.
Sort of, I guess. I think he actually is like his physical form is still in the keep somewhere. I'm not really sure where. I've never actually seen it, but he's kind of built magically connected to the rest of the keep.
As annoying as that is, it's pretty fucking cool. Okay. You outline the terms of your offer and then bring us to also this this forge once we look around here. If you trust us to take our side of the bargain within good faith, which we will, I promise you. Game recognized game. You tried to swindle, we swindle back. All fair in love and war. And then we will give you what you wish. Snack, smaller gem.
You'll give
What
me
do
a
you want?
smaller gem now?
Okay, in good faith, I'll give you a smaller gem now. But we have cheaper gems, right?
Yeah, we have.
You can give him a gold. You can give him.
We
Give him
have
a
a
root.
blue spinel. We have. Yeah, I think the cheapest would be like the blue spinel.
Yeah.
Or an aqua.
I give him that. Spinel.
Alright. He takes the gem. Says, "All right, I'll hang out for a little bit. I'll keep helping you out. But if Odessa or Death show up, I'm out of here."
Odessa isn't that bad. She's changed,
Okay.
as far as we know.
When we last talked to her.
Death is different. He's a bit of a mess.
I've got his hammer though, so like.
Yeah, but also you are invisible. You should be fine. Mostly invisible.
He takes the gem. He says, "You gonna let go of me now?"
Or are you just gonna fly away?
No.
I'm gonna insight that one.
You sure?
May I also insight?
Go ahead.
Wow.
Did that count as it?
You gotta read on this fucking imp, dude.
That is 10 nat 20s for me.
Wow.
Wow, double digits.
For all 8 of you.
Yeah.
Have you gotten
Well,
more? Have you gotten more as Dylan than as Rosemary?
Yeah.
Did you delineate?
You've been playing as Dylan less.
Yeah.
I know.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be truthful. Like, he's not gonna fly away.
Turning over a new leaf. You better. I respect it. I'll let him go.
Takes the gem, hovers, flies up towards like the ceiling of this room. And then as y'all look around, you can give me your Arcana checks, if you would like to know what these arcane symbols are.
I'd love to.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's some magic bullshit. I don't.
Is no one proficient in Arcana?
I
That's
am.
great.
I am.
Olin is.
Can
Okay.
I'm not.
Can I have advantage?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh.
You can just ask.
15.
Wait, can I have that advantage?
No.
Favoritism.
Olin and Buster. Olin and Buster. Yeah, each of you. It doesn't take much to figure out what these are. It's pretty actually basic arcana knowledge.
Yeah, it's
for each-
rudimentary.
rudimentary. These are each symbols of different schools of magic on each of these curtains. So there is. Oh, I probably should have made it so I can copy and paste this. But it's basically got transmutation, necromancy, illusion, evocation. I'll type them out. Fuck. You know, all the basic. There are 10 of these. So all the basic schools with a couple of additions. Conjuration, divination.
Dylan, you're telling me that not one of your 8 selves knew about basic arcana.
I feel like Pepper should have.
You didn't keep that proficiency.
Did not
I am
inherit that
proficient
one.
in Arcana.
There's-
I have Arcana proficiency.
Oh,
You did
why didn't
just-
you roll?
She did. She just
I
rolled
did.
a 4.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, I didn't even see the roll.
She
yeah,
was
I
in
got
the
an
room
8
first.
total.
Oh, yeah.
I also was almost like, are you not gonna roll an Arcana check? But then I remembered.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh, where's my list? Yeah, I'm just gonna take these. It's fine.
Graviturgy.
Chronomancy?
It's the most powerful magic of all.
Magic of all.
That is what chronergy is. Basically, it's chronomancy.
See,
It's another name
that's
for it.
why Dylan didn't recognize it when Pepper studied it. It was under a different name.
Mhm.
A
Yeah.
life for
You know,
a
these-
life.
These
Hey, Mr.
regional
Good.
things.
So each of these curtains has a symbol representing one of these schools on it. What do you do?
Well,
Out of my depth.
I guess we must be chronergy. Chronergy is what is keeping this place locked in time.
Yeah.
Graviturgy probably as well.
I'd like to take a peek behind the divination curtain.
Yeah.
What did he know? What was he looking for?
You open up, you grab the curtain, move it aside, and look into this alcove of divination. You see it's kind of like a thinner room, maybe about 15 feet across, 30 feet deep. On the far end, you see a large altar with like a bowl of water. It looks like it's just sitting on it. There's also like this massive mirror on the far wall. And then you see like constellations drawn like with like some sort of chalk on pretty much every inch of stone, like the floor, the walls, and ceiling.
Think-
What do you want to do?
I want to peek into the necromancy one. Maybe while he's doing that.
I kind of want to do the abjuration one.
Wow, so we're going to different ones for everybody. Heard.
I'll go to transmutation.
And then I'd like to make a
Feels
pit
fitting.
stop in chronergy later too, and then
Buster, are you going into the divination?
Yeah. Looking at these constellations, do they look like Olin's skin?
I mean, they definitely look similar in that they're star constellations, and they're kind of like drawn in the same like rudimentary or similar rudimentary style of like lines and dots.
Okay. And then if I were to look into, you said all that was like, were the walls with the chalk constellations, and then just the little bowl of water to like do divining stuff.
And a large mirror that looks like it is probably part of some sort of alternate divination in the water.
Okay. I will. I will walk in and begin divining.
Right. Do you try and use the mirror or the bowl of water?
Can I get in a position where I can use both?
Yeah, you certainly try. You can like go and
Okay.
stand in front of the bowl of water, and the mirror will be in front of you, so you can kind of like
Yeah.
peer back and forth.
Yeah.
I think you can probably even get to an angle where you're like looking at the bowl of water through the mirror. Oh, actually, maybe not.
This guy's going insane.
I'll use the bowl of mirror to like focus on, and then I'll look up at the mirror if there's anything to look up at.
Okay.
And you can describe other people's stuff, but I'm going to start ritual casting commune.
All right, I'll let you do that. We'll come back to you as you are doing this. Olin, you said necromancy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You pull back this curtain and are immediately hit with the smell of death, like rotten meat. As you pull this back, you see there are several medical tables in here. A couple of them have like rotting bodies, just lying on them, humanoid corpses. One of them is just like a straight human. The other one actually looks like a bunny, like a some creature like Buster, like a bunny humanoid of some sort. Both of them look like they are like in the middle of somebody doing, oh fuck, what's the word? An autopsy on these bodies. Like their chests are like opened up and like literally pinned into the table. But they've been here so long, like too long, so they now are just kind of like half melting a little bit and like actively rotting. You see like maggots and bugs kind of like crawling inside of them, actively shifting and moving. And you do notice there is a like ritual altar in the back of this room that has a large heavy tome, and a couple of like old rotted organs in a bowl, and a like long golden ritual knife.
Does it any of it look familiar to me?
Give. I'll say give me a little check here.
Okay.
Let's go with let's call it insight, but it's going to be a disadvantage.
Okay. And then I will use my knowledge from a past life to add a d6.
This feels like it'll be especially
21.
Prescient to use that at this point.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
You blink, Olin, as you're trying to. There is like this sense of familiarity as you look around the room. And you kind of like almost have a memory that shows up. You see a man who looks like Theron, though older. Hair is shorn short, like maybe a couple of inches long. The hair is red with like big white strands along like the sides, and a shock of white in the front. The figure's face is cold and hard as it like hacks away at a body that is no longer here. Not one of these, but a different form. And you're seeing this from the perspective of, to be like a part of your soul here. It feels like the perspective of Theron looking at who in this memory that this is Azalin you are looking at. And Azalin is wearing he's actually wearing red robes with like an apron over the front of it, as there's just like blood and gore kind of covering the apron. And Azalin like kind of glances up with a glare at you for a moment. And says, I care not for your bickering with your brothers. I have a task to complete, and I will do it. Just do what you're told. And if you would like to respond in this moment, in this memory, as Theron, you can.
Like my cat wants to play, apparently. It just yelled at me. I just don't understand why it has to be this. Why this project?
It is this project until I can prove it doesn't work, and then it's on to the next. That's the way it always works. All right? You do the project that you're working on. I appreciate the scope and scale of it, but I have no further use for the clones. It's obvious that you can do me no good as far as my escape goes.
And you think this will grant you some sort of escape? You think this will be the thing that frees you from this realm? This realm already so haunted by death.
He kind of looks up and says, yes, I suppose your brother does haunt this realm in his own way, doesn't he? But I don't think this will work. And he kind of like looks at the corpse in front of him. And I think this corpse is... no, actually, I don't think Theron remembers what the corpse is. He wasn't really focused on it. He says, I don't think this will work, but... God damn it. The binding of souls together is useful. If I can bind my soul to another, perhaps I can escape that way. It's only a theory. And you see him on this body. There is like some arcane, like very early arcane work that he's kind of carved into the arms. And I think, Olin, you kind of come back from this memory, but you do recognize like some of those symbols as like some of the things on you are not constellations. They're just like arcane markings that kind of like are part of the magic, and some of those I think do remind you of those arcane. Like this is like an early form of the magic that Theron stole to like create the ritual that created you, basically.
Okay. I very carefully pocket the ritual knife.
Beautiful. Who was next, Sam or Tobias, or Dylan or Tobias? I don't remember which one of y'all spoke
Either
up
one.
first.
Either. I am not in a rush. It seems like these rooms are bad juju, and I'm
There's a
ready.
lot going on in each of these.
Yeah. Where are you guys? Which one are y'all opening again?
I went to abjuration, but I'm curious if I should change mine to conjuration.
I went to transmutation.
Transmutation.
Or even enchantment for me. I'm trying to figure out which one applies.
I'll
to
let
me.
you think. I'll let you think a moment, Tobias. As you're kind of like, man, all these kind of sound good.
At this point, I want to go to all of them just to be like, what the fuck was this guy up to?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's like a buffet.
So we should definitely check chronology then. Before we leave.
1000%.
Okay. So you interesting. Yeah, so you go through you pull the transmutation curtain and you see a room similar to the others. I think this one might be actually a little longer than some of the others. It's only about 15 feet across, but it's about 40 feet deep. And you see a big part of this room, like a lot of the space along the sides of the room, are filled with cages. Of various I think you can see like the remains of some animals in some of them, though there is nothing still alive in these cages currently. But there are just cages various size, some of them stacked on top of each other, some hanging from the ceiling, many of them filled with I think just skeletal remains at this point, though most of them empty. Towards the back of the room, the cages stop, and you see an arcane circle in the middle of the room, and then several tables along the edges. And I think on these tables have like mostly notes. Actually, I'm going to say one of the tables has like notes. All of them have like apparatus for like cutting, sawing, sewing, stitching, like medical equipment at each one of these, basically. There's some, I think there's one of the tables that it's more like alchemical transmutation, but most of this seems to be focused on like transmutation of creatures.
I think she'll walk over to the notes, just deeply depressed in this room. Just walk over and read the notes. It's a really bad area.
The
I chose
body
the
horror
bad one.
lab.
Give me a little check here. I'll say like a Arcana or investigation.
Being someone that was made by some weird transmutation bullshit, can I have advantage?
I'll give you advantage.
Damn it, I had to roll a disadvantage.
There's a reason, depending on what you get here. Okay, so on a 15, I'll say, while some of these notes are kind of like hard to read and a bit challenging for you to really understand and parse, there's a good bit of these notes that seem to be written in a familiar hand, that of Odessa. most of the notes are describing, on a 15, most of these notes seem to be describing different ways to combine magical creatures to get different effects. But I think on a 15, I'll say there are like 3 that have like the most, like they have like sketches and like thorough descriptions of like the goals of these creatures, and it seems like there's like little marks that like these have been successfully made. But one of them is just noted as a nullifier, and you see like marks of like Yunti, parts of like a creature known as a gibbering mouther, like various pieces and components basically that have gone into this creature that is like you basically see the notes talking about like very good at dealing with magic users, innate anti-magic properties, kind of marked. You also see one known as a reverser that goes into like pieces of like slotty mixed with like lichen mixed with troll, basically, and these are noted as like an arcane reverser, and it talks about like dealing with healing abilities of enemies, should be resistant to magic otherwise, but seems to be like almost like an anti-healer. And then you see one, the final one is a creature known as like an absorber, and it's like displacer beast mixed with the beholder eye stalk mixed with like several other components, but this creature in particular basically talks about like absorbing the spell or absorbing magics and like reverberating them back on casters. These basically all seem to be dealing with like different types of magic and different ways to like battle them using these kind of like ad hoc creatures that she has designed here.
What was she cooking, man? Well, hey, now we know if we have to fight these things.
Yep. And all I am thinking is, this is shit for almost everyone in our party.
This is absolute war crime territory.
I'll just hit them with my sword.
Same.
Hammer.
I have both.
You can't
Wait,
use my
I'm
sword.
the magic guy in our party.
Yeah.
And I think, Dylan, while you're like standing here, you hear the squeaking of something like a rat. And you glance down and see this, just briefly, this little centipede-bodied creature with like a rat head. Like skitter behind like a table and disappear into like a crack in the wall.
Damn ratipedes are out.
Ratipedes.
Which one's more disturbing? Just the body of a centipede with just the head of a rat, or a really long rat with multiple legs that are like a centipede's legs? Which one's more upsetting to you? Visually?
I don't like long rat.
Long rat, I think, is probably the worst, but
I
also
think if long rat is like flat like a centipede,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. That's
Yeah.
the legs just kind of like skittering the way that they do.
Yeah, I'll say the
I think
centipede
long
body
rat is
did.
the most-
Centipede body did have like fur on it, like a rat's.
Ugh.
Oh, so it was kind of long rat.
Kind of long rat, but with like insectoid legs.
I'm not a
Cool.
fan of either.
Yeah, both are a little horrible.
At least if it's like rat head on centipede body, you can be like, haha, that's kind of funny.
It reminds me of Toy Story. Sid's creations.
Sid's toys, yeah.
Yeah. So
I
while
don't
we,
think I'm a
Son.
medical professional.
as that happens, oh, I should change this music back. Actually, that was our memory music.
Yeah, she's
Um,
just gonna be. Look at that. Shake her head. No, we're not. We're not. and just keep trying to read.
Yeah. So as you're kind of like reading the notes about these creatures, we're gonna pivot over to Tobias.
I think I'm gonna go enchantment.
Interesting.
Wait, why?
Hey. Every time he says interesting, I'm like, I am uncomfortable and scared. Mom, come get me.
Mom?
Yeah, you head to the enchanting curtain and pull it back. You see a sitting room in front of you. There are two couches kind of diagonal with like a large cushioned seat at the far end. The cushioned seat also, you notice, like has straps dangling, like somebody could be strapped into it or not. They're just kind of like dangling on the side. There are like, this is almost like the coziest room you've seen in the castle so far. There's like different scrolls well, I say that, but there's like one half that's looks like scrolls of like hearth scenes, scrolls of just like fantastical elements, forests, things that were like maybe calming. The other side is like tapestries of battle, war, people being gutted with like blood coming down on the tapestries, like these kind of like horrific pictures on one side. And basically, whichever couch you're sitting on, you'll only see one side of these things. You also see what's almost like a coffee table in the middle of this room that has like various alchemical components laying on top of it. And there's like a fireplace that is still actively burning, actually, as you walk in here, or appears to be. What do you do?
I'm first going to go sit on the right side and look at the pictures of the wars and things.
Pictures of war and stuff like that?
First, yeah.
All right. As you sit down, go ahead and make me a little give me a little wisdom save.
Okay. 10.
Ooh.
You sit down on the couch, and you're kind of just like staring at these tapestries. And each of the violent scenes, as you like look at them, seems to like evoke pretty strong emotion from Tobias. And like you're kind of like looking at them, and you feel yourself getting like angry and mad at the waste of death here in Darkon, the fact that you're even having to be here to deal with the Zaylan shit because he set some events like in place. You feel just like this rage, and you suddenly for the next minute want to just attack the next creature you see.
Okay.
This freaking guy.
Do I need to go actively looking for a creature?
I'll let you you do feel the urge to do that, but if there's something else you want to look at in this room while you're in here, I'll say you do have the wherewithal to
I
kind of make
wanted
yourself
to
focus on
then
that.
sit on the. I wanted to. Can I possibly pull myself together and sit on the other couch and look at the forests?
Yeah. Make me
I
a
would like-
wisdom save.
20.
Oh, do you have advantage on these?
Yeah, because my crown.
Okay. Well, that's good, sort of. You're sitting here, you're looking at these tapestries. You're not feeling anything from these. You're too pissed off to even like really look at these tapestries. So you feel yourself honestly just pissed and ready to go punch somebody. Stab somebody, gut somebody, bleed somebody out on the floor somewhere.
Okay. I walk outside. Is Skeever in there?
Oh no, I'm gonna be a horrible. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say anything.
I was gonna ask
Skeever
after
in
my
the
thing
room.
if
So
he
I'm-
left.
He's invisible, so you think he's in here, but you
I
don't see him.
Wasn't
I say,
thinking about Skeever.
Skeever. Skeever.
Give me a perception roll.
21.
Wow, that's pretty good. Please hold as I check this stamp log. You look around, but you don't see or hear Skeever in the area. You're not even sure he's still in the room.
Is anybody else in the room?
I think you can hear people behind the curtains, but in this open room, there's not.
I go back. I force myself to go back out to the room, and I find that eye, and I just start carving it out.
Like the one that's in the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will
So
that
I'll say
satisfy-
I'll say you'll do that until like your thing is up. We just hear like
I'm just,
cutting and
just going at it, trying to carve it out. Like,
yeah. Beautiful. I want to pivot back to our Buster.
Our Buster.
Our
Our
Buster.
Buster.
You
You're
guys-
doing a little commune, right?
I am. I'm ritual casting it, so it doesn't cost me anything.
You guys hear any
You
meat
getting-
sounds?
Pop commune out for me.
Yep. Not sure exactly. I'm my thinking with these rooms thus far, even though I've only seen the one. Seeing as this is his lab, there's nothing special about these rooms. It's just where he did the study of these schools of magic. Like, you need specific tools for each specific thing. I don't know if the mirror is tuned to anything special, or if it's just a fucking mirror. So we have time while everyone's looking around. I'm gonna commune real quick.
Yeah. So your commune's gonna work, but I do give me a religion check or spellcasting check just to see see who you connect with, basically.
Yeah, that's fair. Which one?
Whichever you prefer.
Ooh. I might use my inspiration to reroll that one.
Okay. I'll say you're gonna connect to
There's something.
something either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll reroll it.
Oh my!
Never mind.
Wow. Hey,
The gods
The,
have spoken.
the dice want me to talk to someone very specific.
the core 4.
You know, if you want
Shout
to
out to
talk
the
to
core
your
four.
deity without others interrupting the call, you should really look into a VPN.
Yeah. Here on our stream, we are not sponsored by any of the big VPNs, but we can be.
We're willing to.
Or any of the small ones. You know, we're not
It-
picky.
Yeah, hit my line, Kaspersky, if you have a fucking
Mr. Kaspersky. Hello.
Kaspersky? Yep,
Okay.
This is going great for us.
that's one of them.
You feel or see the water shifting in the bowl in front of you, swirling. The mirror itself. Actually, I don't think anything shows up in the mirror yet. Though the water swirls, and you see a little cozy fire with like a cauldron burning on it, like in the image of the water, and you get the sense that it's like waiting for your questions.
Do we have the things that we need to bind the land back to where it once was when the time comes?
You I think the water shows you this vision of four shadowy figures standing in like this kind of like very minimalist style version of the throne room that you saw in that vision. And you see like this figure of yourself casting magic, and you know in your head that this, like, you're not getting like a clear like just answer from this, but you know in your head, like, you get this sense of like you trying to bind Darkon to the land and it failing, basically being the answer is no, not with what you have right now. And you just see the mist rolling in and swallowing Darkon.
Are the things that we need to find to bind the land here in this castle?
That one you get a yes. You see an image of red robes tucked away in a drawer.
Are the red robes no, we'll worry about the red robes on our own. For my last question, is Odessa still friendly to us, or has she turned to being the evil flayer queen that she once was?
So it needs to be like yes or no. So I'm gonna take.
Oh yeah. Is she still friendly to us? I guess that's just it. Yeah. Could she be considered as an ally to us?
I think the image shifts. in the water to one where you see an image in the water that looks like it's obviously supposed to be Odessa, sticking a like knife into your like shadowy form in this bowl.
Mm. Shit.
And then I need you to make me a little charisma save.
Charisma save?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I mean, you're a cleric. You've got that.
It's so
Yeah.
charismatic.
What?
Whoa.
There are more numbers on the dice.
No,
There are more numbers.
that's the core.
I
formula.
know. I know. Hold on.
Your dice are bugged.
Ooh.
Hold on. I think I have a thing. No, that's just deck saves. I don't think I have anything.
Oh my
I don't
god,
think I have
change your
anything.
dice color.
No, I've stayed this dice color the whole entire time, and I've gotten immense natural 20. So I have to write it out. It's a 9.
All right. Buster. As this spell, you feel the divination magic shifting, going away as your spell finishes off after the end of this third question. But you get the sense that there's still some power watching and waiting. Though the water goes unmoved, you look up towards the mirror and you see yourself in it, looking back at you for a moment. And then your vision changes. It swaps. You feel like you are in the mirror looking out at yourself in front of this bowl for a moment. Like you feel yourself like almost like where there's glass right in front of you instead of the bowl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you hear a voice behind
Mhm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
We have waited for
Mhm.
one like you.
Oh no,
Mhm.
Yeah.
they played the goofy music.
And then that's what we're gonna end for tonight.
Ay.
Thank you everybody for staying along with us as we explore Castle Avernus. Check out next week, where we see whether our players thrive, survive, or take a dive here in the heart of Castle Avernus, where everything is trying to kill them. See you guys next.